Alrighty, guys, we are coming into KULR. I'm going to do my analysis, and it's actually quite incredible how much times you could have flipped this stock here. KULR is coming to this daily EMA 50. This is where I bought it the first time, and still have my average at 1.89. Because I bought it right here on this EMA 50, and it pumped 52% here. Big massive gain. So we know algos are looking at this area. We get little close here. We pump. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can go a little under. It can go straight on it. But you got to expect that there's going to be a range of buying all throughout in this area here. This is going to be that range of buying, right? So you have now this top here with this lower wick here. It gets into that buy zone on that the EMA 50. But I think all throughout here is going to be good. It doesn't have to be actually exactly precise. But this is going to be a nice area, and I try to tell people, try to take these pumps here. If you see like these EMAs are acting as resistance here, like it pumps all the way up to this 10, and it starts to reject right in here, and that's what happens a lot of the times. Until we get above these EMAs, we're going to be just in a tight channel for a very long time, right? I could see that this daily candles here, we're looking pretty good. There's nothing wrong with higher low patterns. It's just like some people will say, it's just boring, right? It goes up, down, and you're gonna be very frustrated if you don't take your 10% gains. I advocate that. Always take your 10%. So can this be this new low here? As long as it doesn't make a lower low than this candle right here, you can see right here is this low here, and that's kind of where that EMA 50 is here. So you have this trend line here on the daily channel happening. We had this support right here. We had this EMA 50 coming up. I think this looks really good. It's not a bad thing to give it a try. The market's been really bad, so of course it lost some momentum here. It lost about 10%. But all in all, we are just literally in a range bound motion here. You have your resistance here, and you have your support here. What happens out of this, it could take some time. But I'm going to probably take another stab at this at the EMA 50. I have it at 1.89, and this average, is doing really well. I would like to add some more on this EMA 50 at the $2 range here, 2.04. And what I like about this chart is very rarely will I ever see a weekly EMA 50 at the very bottom for a small cap. So the reason how I look for my strategy is I only buy stocks that have hit this upper band. And I tell people a lot of times, they'd be like, I wish I had KULR at 30 cents. Well, the power of this strategy is you can get into early trends, wait for momentum without guessing. Like buying it all throughout here would be really hard to do and be like, I'm going to buy KULR at 20 cents here at 25 and think it's, going to go to the moon. We don't really know what's happening till we start seeing the algos push this thing up. When we start seeing this getting pushed up, it hits this upper Keltner channel, which is at extremely oversold settings. Overextended settings. I know this is a stock to pay attention to. I mean, look at the massive volume we had. And then we look for price to pull back to two areas. We look price to pull back to the 10 and the 50. My favorite area is the 50. That tends to be the biggest bounces you get. But you can play it on the 10 and make this fast gain here of 21%. Not too shabby, right? The EMA 50, I always take 10%, so don't keep that in mind, and I hold the rest at break even. Look at this EMA 50 gain. You would have made from the very top, I mean, if you were just courageous, and I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen all the time, but you would have made well over 1,500% from that EMA 50 entry. That's the power of the daily EMA 50. That's where our algos look to get in big, and you can see right here you have this long lower wick. It goes under and then it comes up and then it starts to go up in your favor. So that's really what I'm looking into. We had this daily EMA 10, we had this nice move up, and then we hit this EMA 50, and you can just keep rinsing and repeating it. Every time it touches the upper Keltner channel, we look for price to pull back to the 10 again, and you play it again. I don't play the 10 or the 50, usually twice unless I really like it. Like, for example, you see how we hit this upper Keltner channel, we played the 10, and it goes up. You wouldn't play this again. If it strictly goes back down, it is bearish, and you can see it wants to go to the next EMA. I look to skip the 20 and go to the 50. I only like to play those two EMAs. Me personally, it gets rid of lots of losses that are unnecessary. But those are the best EMAs in my opinion. So right here on this EMA 50, this is a really strong support. We have the weekly EMA 20. If we do go down to that, it could go down to 1.67 area. Do keep in mind, every week that goes by, this is going up about 5 to 10 cents. So, but yeah, that's the analysis here. If I was gonna, looking at this chart, it looks pretty good. I can have a pretty small stop loss below 1.81. I can do. If I get into this, I can have a stop loss about 1.80 at 12%. Because if it breaks this support level at 1.81, and that's where we had this bullish looking candle, then it's just not as it wants to go to that next EMA. Okay, so it's not a bad idea to take a shot at this. As you can see, you would have made 50% here. It goes up here. It goes back down here. You make another 34%, and it comes back to this EMA 50. You can easily make another 20%. And that's how you kind of rinse and repeat it. That's how I look into it. This is, in my opinion, one of the better small cap stocks that have respected my strategy a lot, because you can look at it. The weekly EMA 50 is at the very bottom. You will not see that often. Even bigger cap stocks, that's hard to do. So there's a lot of bullish momentum into this. And for this chart to just all of a sudden collapse, I just don't see that happening. So daily EMA 50, I'm looking at that as an entry. I'm in a lot of other plays right now. So right now with the market environment, it's been bad. So you want to try to get into the best plays here. This one is definitely on high alert right here. So it's just a matter of being patient. Do you want to get in a little early? I'd say honestly, I recommend just getting in above. If it's at 2.04, I would get in at 2.06 on the EMA 50 for the daily. I like to do a penny or two higher, because a lot of times it gets really close like this and it don't quite touch it. So that's my analysis on this. If you look at everything going on, expands AI reach with EDOM partnership, signs distribution integration agreement. A lot of things are going good with this thing. They enter a strategic agreement with EDOM. Can't open all that, but I don't think there's anything. I know they have a ton of Bitcoin, which is really nice, and I think Bitcoin's going to be very bullish in 2025 with the Trump administration. So this is a high value stock. Until proven otherwise, this has lots of room here. If you're going to buy at the daily EMA 50, and if that just breaks through 180, well then, honestly, you're so close to this one EMA 20 on the weekly. That would be your next loading zone. But you could see how a lot of the times you can get massive money here. Look at this. We hit the 5 on the weekly. You made 38% there. You hit the EMA 10 here, and you make a massive pump. It's just constant. And I love the weekly chart combining it with the daily. You can really make a lot of good educated decisions, and this is literally technical analysis that anyone can do. Find the chart. Are we hitting the upper Keltner channel? If you have my settings, you're in the Discord, you have them already, and then draw your lines. Are you skipping an EMA to the next? EMA skip the EMA 5 to the 10. I would take this play here, and you could see how a lot of people said, I wish I would have got it early. Well, if you know this strategy, this is how, in my best opinion, how you can do it without trying to catch it early, right? Or like too early. You don't want to catch away in here where it just consolidates forever, right? You look at this long consolidation, it'll bore you to death. We want to get in when, the algos are bullish on it, wait for the reversion to the mean, and then we skyrocket it out. So keep this strategy in mind. Obviously, if the market is not looking good, always have a stop loss of 15%. There's nothing wrong with stopping out. I recommend only holding 1 to 2 small cap stocks. So if it is brutal, you just stop out, find another play, and get in and make money on that next play. That's how I like to do it. It's got to fit your personality. But if you want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, all you have to do is hit day trade alerts right here, and you will be asked to subscribe for only $12 a month, and you get access to day trades and swing trades. I have two memberships. Obviously, my big money thing is my day trading. I think the day trading is my absolute favorite. It's very nice. It works, and it can give you income every day depending on your account. I can let you know how much money you can realistically make every day doing this day trading strategy. This is a swing trading strategy where it could take some time, but as you can see, usually the typical results is usually within a day or two. You get your results. Hits this, goes up, comes back to the 50, goes up massive. Okay, so you really get your results fast. So because I'm trying to play momentum side of things. So that's my analysis here. If you guys want to join, hit day trade alerts. It'll ask you to subscribe. Do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. And if you have an Android, you will have to use you will have to use the computer because they're not allowing Android users to subscribe. But or you can use your phone's browser like Google and Safari, and then you can use subscribe that way and act like a computer. But once you do that, you can use your Android fine on the app and everything. But if you need help in anything, just message me in free chat. I'd be able to assist you. But this is one of those strategies that will make you profitable. There's no perfect strategy. I'm not going to tell you guys you're going to be rich overnight doing this. But I will say over time, I'm a very low risk type setup player. So I try to look for setups that, you find the trend, wait for a pullback, and then we get in on the areas of high significance where the algos look to buy it. So that's my analysis. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the Discord, and let's make some money.